Okay. Hey Erin, it's like so good to see you again. I know we've been meeting for a couple months now, and Erin, if like you're willing to hear some feedback, I'm really kind of feeling like you're feeling a little off today.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like things have been different like this past week. So
Okay.
maybe I have been different.
Okay. Like what kind of different?
I don't know, like I feel like I've just been getting into like more fights with my mom recently and like I feel like I've just like always been late to school, which has been like this huge conflict and like I don't know, I just like don't want to get out of bed. Like I'm just like not hungry and I just don't really see the like I honestly just don't see the point to life anymore. Like I
Okay.
just yeah, I don't think there's any point for me to be on this earth anymore.
Yeah, those are some pretty serious and kind of hopeless thoughts.
Yeah, no, it's definitely been like really hopeless in my world. And like I just don't want to be around anyone. Like when I'm like this, like it just feels like everything I touch is like poisonous, which like I know is really dramatic, but that's just like what it feels like.
Yeah, I mean your feelings are real, right? So we have to pay attention to those.
Mhm.
So, Aaron, I'm wondering if we could go over a few questions more specifically about these feelings that you're having. Are you open to doing that with me?
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm
Okay.
good with doing that.
So I'm wondering about like the last 2 weeks. You said this is about a week, but over the last 2 weeks, how often have you been bothered by thoughts that you would be better off dead or hurting yourself in some way?
Um, I don't know, like it just kind of comes and goes. I would say like on my worst days, like they're pretty consistent thoughts. Not about like me hurting myself, but just like me, like life would be way better if I wasn't around. Um, so yeah, like probably, I don't know, like a few days a week.
Okay. Yeah. So, of those days, like, have you wished you were dead or wished you could go to sleep and not wake up?
Yeah, no, totally.
Okay.
Totally. I've been feeling that.
Okay. And have you had any thoughts of actually killing yourself?
I mean, kind of. I don't really know. Like I just think about like in class when I'm daydreaming, I just think about like, oh, what would it be like if I just like went home after school and just like took a bunch of pills and didn't wake up or like, like what would happen if I like stepped in front of a bus or a car, like what would happen? So,
Yeah. So those are pretty specific ideas of how you might kill yourself. Have you had any other ideas about how you might kill yourself?
no, I mean like nothing more specific than that. And like it's not that big of a deal, just like I mean, as you're saying, like everyone thinks about this at some point. So
Yeah, I mean, we think about it, and I think it's normal for people to have those thoughts, but we do want to make sure that you are safe. So, another kind of follow-up question for me to ask you is, have you had any thoughts and intention of acting on those thoughts that you're talking about, like the pills and
um no, I haven't like followed through with anything or like I mean, the other day I thought about going to CVS and like I did some like research online and I thought about going to CVS to get some stuff or like Walgreens or whatever, but I mean, I just like can't even get out of my bed. So like, yeah.
okay. So maybe you haven't actually started carrying out a plan, but maybe thinking about, hey, like I could go to CVS and get some of these things to make this plan work.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Okay. So besides that, have you done anything else or started to do anything else to prepare to end your life?
No, I don't think so. Nothing else. Like the bus like scenario. I mean like that happened like only for one day, and I haven't really thought about it since. So,
Okay. So Aaron, just to make sure that we are increasing like safety and making sure that you are safe while we're getting you to a good place mentally and emotionally, I'm wondering if you'd be willing to go through a safety plan with me.
yeah, I mean, like, do you think that's necessary? Like, I guess I don't really know. It doesn't seem like that big of a deal.
Yeah, I'm interested in maybe what makes you think this might not be a big deal.
Well, I mean, just like, I mean, I've been working with you for like months about my depression, and this just feels like an extenuation of my depression, you know? And like, I'm sure I'll just like get over it.
Yeah. So I'm sure you're right as far as getting over it. And I think that we in the past have done a lot of work with your depression and worked together really well to come up with good coping skills and tools for you. Because it seems like you're having an increase in these thoughts of ending your life and maybe starting to make plans, I would love to make a safety plan with you of other coping skills. We could write it down on a piece of paper for you to take, other coping skills that we can really work on right now just to increase the safety around your life.
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
Okay, that sounds great. So I'm wondering if you have any insights for yourself about like your warning signs. So things, maybe thoughts or images or moods or situations that make you feel like you are getting more into a crisis state.
Um, I think just like when like there's more conflict in my household, like that's when I feel like I get more down on myself and I feel like everything's like my fault, you know? And like when I like get into those like big waves of depression, when I like can't get out of bed and like yeah, go to like soccer practice or do those things, I think though, like that's a big warning sign for me.
Okay. So would you be comfortable with me putting a couple of these warning signs? So the ones I'm hearing are conflict in your household. So increased conflict in the household, not being able to get out of bed, not feeling any desire to go to your daily activities like soccer, and like school. Do those sound like good things to put down for your warning signs?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. And do you feel like there's anything else that we could put down on here that would help us like know when we need to be aware?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you get into that place when you're kind of in this warning sign place, so crisis is rising, you're having conflict, some of those things. What are some of the internal coping strategies that you have? So things that help take your mind off of those things that have been successful for you in the past.
I mean, like distracting myself and like watching TV is one that I've done. Um, I mean, I think just like spending more time with my dog is really nice. And like taking my dog out for a dog walk would be like two, I guess that comes to mind.
Yeah, that's great. So I'm wondering what kind of TV shows you like to watch. Which ones make you the happiest?
Well, right now I'm really into Sabrina the Teenage Witch. So I
That
like
is,
that one.
yeah, that's a great, I love that one. That's
And
great.
then they took The Office off of Netflix. So I'm pretty bummed about that. But it was the Netflix or it was The Office.
Okay. So one idea I'm having right now, so on your safety plan is putting these TV shows, so Sabrina, The Teenage Witch, and The Office. And I'm wondering if we can like somehow get you a recording or a copy of The Office from the library, or see if your mom could get you a copy of The Office so you have it.
Yeah, no, that would definitely work.
Okay.
I mean, I could see if I could find like The Office online as well.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and put those two TV shows on.
Okay.
And then I know we've talked about this before, but remind me what kind of dog you have.
We just have like a small mutt dog, like probably like some kind of like Chihuahua Terrier mix.
Okay. And you really like taking them out on walks.
Yeah, I do.
That's good. Is there a specific place you like to go?
Just like in our neighborhood, just around.
Okay. So are you comfortable with me putting the dog and walks in your neighborhood on your safety plan for coping strategies?
Yeah, totally.
Okay. Do you have any other activities that really kind of help you be distracted? That you
No, I don't think so, really.
Okay. So another thing to talk about is people or social settings that help you to have that same distraction where you're just kind of getting out of your own head. Can you think of any people or social situations that help you do that?
Yeah, I mean, I would say like my best friend Jessie is one who like has helped me a lot. And like my parents know her and she like comes over our house all the time. So I feel like she's one to put on.
Okay. Yeah, why don't we well, are you comfortable with me putting her on? So one question for you is Jessie someone who helps provide distraction, or is Jessie also someone that you could ask for help if you needed help?
Probably both. Yeah.
Okay. So do you want me to put her on for both of those? Maybe for the idea of like using as a distraction, but also someone you could ask for help if you got into a situation.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, great. And have you ever talked to Jessie about your depression? And okay,
Yeah, she knows
so
about it.
okay, so she might be aware of some of the situations if you were to ask her if you needed
Definitely.
help. Okay, great. So I'm wondering if there's any other people or social situations that help provide distraction for you.
Probably my good friend Mariah, who we play soccer together. And like she knows that I've like struggled in the past, but we like haven't gone really into depth about like my depression or anything. So she'd probably be better on distraction than like asking for help
Okay,
type of thing.
yeah, that's great. So I'm gonna go ahead and put her down for that. Does that
Cool.
sound good? Okay, and then I'm wondering if we could think of maybe a couple places that help you feel distracted.
I mean, like going over to my friend Jesse's house is always nice. And like
Okay.
I know her family and feel like really close to them.
Okay, so Jesse's house would be good.
Yeah,
Okay,
definitely.
and any other place you can think of.
Um, I mean, like, not really. I mean, my house is like okay. Like, I think it's fine, but there's not really like with COVID and everything, there's not really much like many other places.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, well, we can come back to that if you think of anything, so just let me know.
Okay.
And then, so talking about maybe people that you can ask for help, I'm wondering if we could get one or two more people that you would feel comfortable who kind of know your situation, that you feel comfortable reaching out to for help.
Um, I mean, you could put Jesse's parents down. They
Okay.
like know my situation and like our parents are really close. So,
Okay. And so I'm wondering also about your parents. I know your mom is in the other room.
yeah, I mean, like, I feel like all right reaching out to her. Like, she knows, I mean, clearly she knows like some stuff that's been going on.
Yeah.
I think she might feel like, I mean, I guess I don't really know how she would feel like hearing that. Like, I've been thinking about like killing myself and like having thoughts of suicide. But yeah, I mean, if you think it's what's best, we can go for that. So,
Yeah. I mean, I think as far as creating this safety plan and kind of protective plan around you, it is helpful to have someone in the household who knows what's going on. So if you're comfortable, I'm thinking if you're willing, maybe we can bring mom in and go over the things we've discussed on your safety plan so she is aware. And then we could also talk with her and get your guys' opinions about making the environment more safe at home and also creating a list of professional contacts in case like crisis um, kind of gets really level high. What do you think about that?
Yeah, no, that sounds good. That works for me.
Okay, let me go grab her.